Yeah. As soon as the Yankees did not take advantage of the top of the 10th inning, bases loaded situation, I had a feeling they were going to lose, and they just lost 1-0 walk off hit. Bottom 10, Seattle Mariners win the game. Yankees still win the series, but Mariners won the game. But yes, exactly, Joe. We definitely blew our opportunity. And Clark Schmidt pitched really well, so it's a bright spot there. And good 2 innings from Wendy Peralta. But the bats were hibernating today. And the bats were colossal the last 4 games prior to this, but they fell asleep today. That's what happens, right? That happens a lot. Let me put this up. Let me elevate this a little bit. But that's it. Now they have off tomorrow, and they have 3 games against the Dodgers. What's up, Fortrain? Madison in the house. Yeah, it's a tough loss. Yep, it is. But again, I will take the series win, another series win. So I like that. Yeah, I'm with you. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody up in here, man. Yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, right? So yeah, the pinch hitter won't be on occasion. Yeah, yeah. Good evening, good morning, West Coast. What's happening, Michelle? How are you? You're not late. I mean, the live stream wasn't supposed to start until 12:30, but the game went so fast that game was 2.5 hours. So I'll take 2 out of 3 too. But it's good, NFE. But yes, we did for a train. Golden opportunity, we blew it. And again, Frenchie, he was struggling before with inside pitches, off speed pitches, and he struck out on exactly that. That was ball four. He struck out on. Yankees could have had a 1-0 lead there. But again, in hindsight, like Texas Fuck I said too, Clark Schmidt pitched extremely well. He really, really did. So I'm happy to see that, really. So, and TMI, Anthony, come on, TMI. We don't need to hear that stuff, man. We don't need to hear that stuff, dude. Like, Michelle. So it's going to be Severino, then Cole, then Herman against the Dodgers. I think in that order, Michelle. I think in that order. No. Yeah, well, Jonathan, I mean, have you heard it's Stanton, Donaldson, and Tommy Kahnle traveling, or maybe they're already there in LA to be activated for the Dodgers series. So there's going to be 3 roster moves that are going to happen anytime now, tonight, tomorrow, whatever, Friday morning, whatever it is. But three roster moves are going to happen. Again, if I'm them, I'm going to option out Oswaldo Cabrera, let him work on some things offensively. I'm going to option out probably Albert Abreu, and then probably Franchi. Probably Franchi. So, yeah. So our bats fell asleep, and then that's what happens too. You're on fire after a while, and the bats fall asleep. You come across a good pitcher, and Kirby pitched extremely well today, and he shut them down. He shut them, got them off their rhythm. So Sevy versus Kershaw on Friday. That's a good one. That's a good matchup, Joel. That's a good matchup. I like that. But everybody hit that like button if you don't mind. To celebrate the Yankees winning the series, another winning series. So um, they still won 4 of the last 5. So I'll take that. I will take that. Texas Buckeye, King of Texas. Thank you, sir. As always, I appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Pinstripe Podcast is having Scott Braun, special guest. So make sure you take a look at those guys on Monday, 6:30 p.m. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I don't know. I think Webb is more reliable than Abreu, at least right now. But again, Abreu's inconsistent. Like he can be terrible for 3 games, and he can be unhittable for 2 games, and it's just back and forth. Webb has been kind of pretty reliable recently, so I would probably keep Webb in the option out us Abreu. I think Oswaldo Franchi and Abreu are probably the more ideal option candidates. I think so. Eric, I mean, as a Yankee fan, I mean, hats off to George Kirby. He pitched extremely well, extremely well. So, and I'm lucky we didn't face Luis Castillo. So, and relieved. So, yes, you have a stud there. Joe, my consul Yeti, thank you so much, my man. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, man. I think they just trying to give him some full rest, Alex. That's all. His neck is he's still day to day on his neck, and I think he'll be available to play on Friday against the Dodgers. Tomorrow's an off day, so you know, yeah, it's just I mean, there's too much inconsistency with Albert Abreu. I really I like what Webb is doing, and he has the ability to throw multiple innings too. So, and then I'm with you too, Jonathan. I don't think Abreu has a future on this team, unfortunately. So, yeah, yeah, Kirby's and Danielle Kirby's a good looking, honestly. Eric, I think they just wanted to give him a full rest. I mean, you know, out of rhythm, so he would have probably not done much better than anybody else. So, I mean, I'm guessing they just want to give him full rest until Friday. Got that right, Jake. 100%, 100%, brother. Wasted opportunity. Yep. Yeah, Allen, dude, thankfully Allen's not hurt, man. So, but yeah, I mean, ay. Very frustrating. I felt, Jake, as soon as that happened in the top of 10th, I'm like, these guys are probably gonna walk off on it. The Yankees need to capitalize on those opportunities, and every time they don't, they usually lose. So I hate to say that, but I hope that's something they need to work on. Really, they need to work on that. Capitalize on opportunities. Yep. Yes, I don't even know. I don't know why they would send Crook down. To be honest with you, Peanut, but I don't. I just don't understand it. Throw multiple innings from the left-handed side. Why would you send him down? You haven't even used him yet, and keep up Abreu. It doesn't make any sense to me. But so you know, uh, kind of full chops. Why did he not punt? He probably wasn't instructed to. I mean, I don't remember who was at home, who was on third base. But I don't think it was a very fast runner, so that's probably part of the reason too. But yeah, steals exactly steals. That's when called at the wrong time, man. But again, it's one game. It's one game. So tomorrow's another day. It's an off day tomorrow. They can regroup, and they got the Dodgers for 3. So you know, yeah, exactly, Jake. I mean, you're 100% right, man. Beat ourselves by not showing. Yeah, exactly, man. I mean, that's something that they need to get better at, right, man? I mean, they really do. It's frustrating, but it's part of baseball too. It's part of the sport, and it's also, I mean, it's definitely part of the Yankees' reality. So, but again, they've got a lot more roster moves coming, 3 before the game on Friday. So, be ready, gang. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening over the next few days. So, um, there's nobody that we have in AAA that has experience to kick everybody's ass in the league right now, Anthony. Unfortunately, so I mean, I would personally call Peraza, find a way to get Chaparro up here, but we'll see. And I'm with you too. Crook should be on this team. Yeah, this is not a Bloom thing. This is not a Boone thing. Players didn't show up. They're paid a lot of money to score. They didn't score. So I know the convenient thing for a lot of folks is to blame Boone, but this is not Boone. This isn't Boone. So well, I don't disagree. I just think because I think they wanted to try to give him a full rest. So, but yeah, I mean, if I had to choose between Rizzo and Franchi pinch hitting, I would have chosen Rizzo. I would have chosen Rizzo. No, he must. Yeah, he must still be having a little bit of neck uncomfortableness. So, what do you want to call it? So, yeah. I see the same thing. Which again, Rick, I see the 10-day also retroactive to whatever, and I would do it. Just let him recover fully. He takes longer he takes longer to come back from these injuries when he doesn't get a chance to recover. So let him recover. You just move DJ to first base. Call up freaking Peraza, you know, or Chaparro, like one of these guys. I would like both of them to be up here. So you know what I mean. Uh, but May's over now. May's over. So yes, indeed. Now it's yeah. There's plenty of time. There is plenty of time. We got months to go. Do I think they have faith in Chapai? It's a good question. I don't know. Just like I sometimes I think they don't have faith in Peraza. I mean, what the hell are you doing? Those guys are, you know, I mean, especially Peraza. I mean, he's an elite. He's the best defender they have in their system, majors or minors. So, like, I, uh, I wish I understood sometimes when they don't call those guys up. I really do. When I don't, yeah. I mean, people always blame Boone. Well, not everybody, and a few, but yeah, there are people who blame Boone for this. Of course, it's sad, but it is what it is. Yeah, Bauer's just doing decent. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, we got Mazza here. We got Steels. We got Jigga. We got the we got the guys here, man. We got the fellas here. Gentlemen. Yes. Later, man. See you later, Anthony. Peace, man. Yeah, I mean, this. I mean, I would do the same thing, Brett. I would shop Higashioka too. I would rather have platoon with Rortvet and Trevino. One righty, one lefty, both expert pitch framers. Higgy has a little bit of value. I would move him to even if you get a fringe prospect, whatever pitching prospect, whatever. I would just make a decision, but I would like to see Rortvedt get a good shot. And Rortvedt's also 5 years younger than Higashioka, so you got youth there too. So it's something I think would be wise to take advantage of. Honestly, but, yeah, I don't know, Juliet. I mean, yeah, Stanton Rizzo. I mean, I know Stanton's traveling. Well, he might be there already. Him and Tommy Kahnle and Josh Donaldson are meeting the team in LA to be to play potentially play in the series coming up. I think Stanton's being rushed a little bit. I would have. He generally stinks when he comes up to the majors for a week or two. I would have given him more reps in AAA. He wasn't. He was just. And he was only in AA. I would have given him a couple games in AA, a couple games in AAA. I don't see the point personally in rushing him back. So I just don't. But they're doing it. Sean, man, rest well, buddy. Safe travels tomorrow too, man. Yeah, cruise here, man. That's how we do it, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. We don't sleep. Faster, stronger, younger. We practice while you sleep. We get ready while you sleep. That's how we do it, man. That's how we do it, Massa. Yeah. Kirby doing it. I don't know if honestly, I mean, it'd be intriguing, NFP, but I think that the Mariners are going to look to add since they're down Robbie Ray from Tommy John for Tommy John. I think they're going to look to add a starter. They're still my dark horse for Shohei Ohtani. So, yeah, Peraza is definitely too good for AAA. He has fifth home run tonight in 7 games. So, yeah, they are playing like they care. So it is refreshing to see. I mean, even playing like they care, they're not going to win every game. But I mean, again, it was good to see Clark Schmidt, and that was his best start of the year. And I hope he can build on that, and hopefully, he'll get some offense to back him up next time. You know what I mean? So, and that's one of the other problems the Yankees have had. Like the when the bats have needed the pitcher to go length, hasn't really happened. When a pitcher gives length and throws aces, the bats don't show up, and they lose 1-0. It's like I call it the JDS, Jacob Degrom syndrome. He gave up so many one-run games, and his team never scored. He was like, 5-13 with a 1.2 ERA. It's just like ridiculous, but it's happened. Yeah, I've said this too. I'm right with you there, Fortrain. Praz and Volpe need to be the middle infield. Yep. Yep. It was versus Scranton. Amen, Steels. Yep. I mean, contacting Yankee for life. I bring Peraza because number one, he's the best lateral defensive player that they have on the team, and he can cover the most ground left and right, and not lose any arm strength. He needs to be the shortstop. I think Volpe would be a more natural fit at second base. For the infield defense would be drastically better. You got DJ at the corner and Rizzo at the other corner. That would be a hell of an infield, especially defensively. So, and Peraza is known to make his teammates better and defensively. So, that's what I would do. But it seems like the Yankees are hesitant to it. But again, I've said this before. Like If you're gonna do something like that, consider it do it now. Don't wait 2 years from now and let people call it a colossal mistake for waiting too long. You guys have waited too long for so many things. This is a good time to do it now. If you're gonna call Peraza up, put him at short, put Volpe at second, let them do their thing. You know what I mean? To me, it makes more sense than putting Volpe at short and Peraza at second. They're not maximizing their defensive skill set. I'd rather do it the other way around. No, accidentally leave Donaldson. Mikey Bombers, great question, man. Why do they call up Matt Crook and not use him? Great question, brother. Been saying it for the last couple of days. Yep. 2 home runs today. So that means 6 home runs in the last 7 games. Steals this. I mean, he's major league ready. He's major league ready. He was last year. He hit like 320 when they called him up in limited time. Got hurt. He came quickly. His defense is back. His offensive back. Call the man up. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Otani ended up there either. I just think the Dodgers are a little bit further. Closer to contending than the Giants. Probably with deeper pockets, and I think the Mariners are basically going to be the American League version of the Dodgers. Deep pockets, huge Japanese market, and you put him with Luis Castillo and Robbie Ray comes back. That's a three-headed monster in the rotation. And then you have him batting back and back to back with Julio Rodriguez. That's that's a double whammy for Seattle. It's going to cost a lot, probably $500 million, but that's the price you got to pay for a guy like that. So same here, Mikey. I want to see Crook, man. Nuts at the draft? No, because they can't, Anthony, because they pick at the bottom of the rounds. So they don't have the ability to really go nuts. They'll pick the best players. If I'm the Yankees at the draft, I'm picking 90 to 95% pitchers in this draft. College pitchers, for the most part. You know. Yeah, Steven. I mean, to me, Torres is the logical guy to trade. He's got trade value. Peraza can credibly replace his offense, okay? And he's way better defensively, too. So, and he projects at about a 37 home run per year in AAA. So I could see Peraza hitting 15 to 20 home runs like clockwork over here. Also playing ace defense, also stealing bases and not losing a beat offensively. Not losing a beat at all, I think. But, yeah, Bader also not being here, which kind of stinks. So if you brought up who sits and how many days he playing. If I brought up Peraza, I'm playing him regularly. Mm-hmm. Or might take the morning to break. He might. I don't know if they're gonna do it. I mean, to me, a demotion would be to play him at second. I think he would personally. I think he would if Volpe was at short and excuse me, as Peraza was at short and Volpe was at second. I think Volpe's comfort level would increase. Personally, I do think that. I do. You know, just put the better defender at shortstop. They tend to, and then when they played each other, with each other in the minor leagues, they complement each other extremely well. Let Peraza compliment Volpe up here too, please. But that's it's my sincere request for the Yankees, honestly. And again, it's not a knock at Volpe. Volpe's a good defender. Peraza is elite. There's a huge difference. Okay, Peraza's got like A-Rod type defense at shortstop, Correa type defense at shortstop. That is freaking elite. You need that. You know what I mean? So, exactly, Fortran. And then they wind up wasting options, right? And then they have to trade them and other stuff. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna call the guy up, use the guy. Period. Too much freaking baloney. So I talked about this the other day, Steve. I don't know if I think you might have been on there. I heard a couple scouts say, acknowledge directly that they all felt that Peraza was more major league ready than Volpe, and I agree. And again, shortstop for the Yankees, that's big shoes to fill. Volpe, I think his intangibles are more exciting than Peraza, but Peraza to me is going to be a better shortstop and just as good of a hitter. So, and they both steal bases, and I want the better defender at shortstop. Period. It's yeah. Don't call a guy up if you're not going to use him. Not just we need to sit him here for a couple of days. Option somebody like get out of here. Like, do you guys honestly think Donaldson's going to be a significant upgrade over whoever else is here. Like, not right now. If he comes out to be great, fantastic. We can get out of him. But like to me, I would not be messing with Volpe or Peraza. I would send down Cabrera before Volpe. So it's just he struggles with the inside off speed pitch, Nez, and he struck out on ball four. He could have just not tried to hit a home run, and it would have been 1-0 Yankees. It's unfortunate. So yeah, exactly. Manipulating service time, which is a pain in the ass. It really is a pain in the ass. So I totally understand, Joe. Go get some recovery. Take your meds. Remember, drink fluids, man. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. It'll help speed up your recovery. But get some rest, brother. Okay, and I'll see you next time, my man. Rest well. Have a great night, Joel. We'll see you next time, buddy. Nick Allen from the Athletics over Franchi. Hmm. I think some other folks would too, probably. It is Texas, but yeah, that's why I think. I mean, Peraza is the better fit at short because whether he's going towards third base, he can turn around and get the guy out, or he can get the guy at second. Whether he's going towards the middle, he can flip around and either hand the ball off or throw it up. I mean, he's elite defensively in so many ways at shortstop. So I want that guy at short. Less of an and again, like Volpe sometimes bobbles balls and boots balls. Well, if you boot it at second, it's much closer to first than is a shortstop. So you have more time to get the runner out or the batter out. So and to me, I would be seriously considering that. Really, again, I don't think it's a shot at Volpe. This is just a better defensive alignment. It's going to make the team better. And by Volpe agreeing to it, and I hope he does, shows he's a great teammate. You could sell this so many different ways. Honestly, like you want to win, right? Well, this is a way that they can win. Or come closer to it. You know what I mean? They're gonna bring up Peraza before September. They're not gonna wait until September. There's no way. Yeah, I mean, if Frenchie doesn't come through in a couple of days, I could see them DFAing Frenchie. I could see that. We'll see if Donaldson, yeah, if Donaldson does the same thing and kind of falls apart, then I could see them DFAing him. Honestly, I think they're waiting for a reason to do it. So, well, that's the thing too, Rose. Yes, they got to justify, they got a plan. But again, it doesn't have to be shortstop. Nobody cares that they pass on those other guys. That doesn't mean they have to play with shortstop. I mean, you have Peraza, and who's a better shortstop than Volpe is. And Volpe's a special player. So, Peraza at second. I mean, Peraza at short and Volpe at second is, I think, the ideal situation, Rose. But that again, it's just my opinion. Just looking at their skill set. So, um, yes, he was striking out a lot. Yes, he was Peanut. Yes, he was. It looks like he's going to do it again. I hope that's not the case. So, we don't know yet, Aziz. Who's going down yet? It's too early. They have an off day tomorrow, so they have a day to figure it out. You know, yeah, if they're not going to use Peraza, trade him for a big piece clipper. But I wouldn't do it personally. But yeah, why didn't put Rizzo? Maybe I don't know. Maybe he wasn't feeling great. We don't know. We don't know. There's no guarantee Rizzo was going to driving the guys either. So just no, we don't know. So, I mean, I would call Peraza right now, Jonathan. Yeah, I would send Cabrera up and bring up. Yes, I would, Julieta. Yes, I would. Yeah. We're gonna see. They're gonna. It looks like they're gonna give Donaldson a shot when he comes here, but we'll see. You know, and it sounds like Stanton and Donaldson will be in the lineup on Friday, and Canely in the bullpen. So, yep. Yeah, hydrate, hydrate, stay active, Joel. Rest when you need to rest too, my man. Yeah, our offense is too inconsistent. It really is. Yeah, and Judge didn't do anything either. I mean, it's just the whole offense didn't do anything. You know? DJ should be cut for. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen, Juliet. Though, unfortunately, but I know a couple people have been saying that recently. I wouldn't do it. I would trade Torres because he's got more trade value, but we'll see. You know, I mean, our whole crew suck with the base. Franchi suck with the base loaded too, Amelia. So yeah, it's a problem. It is a problem. Not all managers do that, Naz, but yeah, not all managers are transparent. But not all managers are not transparent either. So I get what you're saying, Naz. I totally get it. You know, well, yeah, I could see Cordero being Franchi being optioned when Stanton comes back in 2 days. I could see that too. No, competing team. I mean, he definitely is fighting through his growing pains, Jay. That's for sure, Volpe. He's definitely fighting through it. So, and it's frustrating to see growing pains, but yeah, unfortunately, it happens. But not necessarily, Emmanuel. If I'm trading Torres, I'm gonna trade Torres and Severino in separate trades. No guarantee Severino's gonna stay healthy. He could pitch like an ace, but if he gets hurt in September, you can't use him at all. So I would trade Severino for a bat and Torres for pitching. If I could, but yeah, you're not going to trade Torres, and I've said this too. You're not going to trade Torres unless you get value back in return. There's no doubt about it. It'd be foolish to do that otherwise. So Naz, I think honestly Torres. I mean, because the fact of the matter is, are they going to give Torres like an 8 or 9 figure contract after next year? I don't think so. And you have Peraza who could pretty much do the same thing offensively and still has 6 years of control. Just makes sense. So yeah, I'm with you too, Wayne. It's going to take Stanton for several weeks to get his swing back. That's the frustrating part of his rehab too. That's just why, like, I wouldn't be. I don't know why they call him up against the Dodgers, man. I would give him a couple more games in Double A and Triple A. Ease the guy back up, please. So let him get his timing back. So I didn't see Hicks play, but I heard he went 2 for 2 with Baltimore. So good for him. Good for him. Yeah, I will wrap it up in like 2 minutes because it's like 12:40. So. I didn't see Hicks Naz, but I heard what he did. So good for him. Good for him. So and again, I mean Bellinger. I know some people saying Bellinger too. Some people saying Jock and Bellinger's decent. I wonder what we'd have to give up to him. He's got a 2024 option too, right, Steels? I wonder what we'd have. What would you give up for him, Steels? What would you give up for him? Uh-huh. Yankees are 19-10 in May. Yeah, yep. Have a great night, Jonathan. You too. Well, they told Volpe he didn't want it. They thought the rest of his development should happen in the major league. So, and they're clearly holding to that. So, but it also shows that Peraza is more major league ready. Again, I'm not going to waste my time saying, see, they're not admitting it and trying to get them to admit it. It's wasting of time on stupidity. Hopefully, just gives an opportunity and he can perform. That's it. Same thing, West Coast. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Yeah, Yastrzemski. Some people talking about. A lot of people talking about Bellinger. I mean, Steele's mentioned Cody Bellinger too. No, former MVP, lefty. So is Jock. I think Yastrzemski is too. So, but yeah, I mean, tonight was just tomorrow's another day, right, Juliana? Exactly. I had the same feeling. Once they blew that opportunity in the top of the 10th, I had that feeling. So they have to take advantage. They have to capitalize on more of these the ghost runner opportunities. Especially if they're in the top of the inning. So no, but yeah, Jimmy Hicks had a pretty good debut. I appreciate that, CB. Thank you, sir, man. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Everything else, thanks, exactly, Peanut. Anthony, man, this it's a baseball. It's a baseball channel, so majority of the stuff we should be talking about here is baseball. I know we pivot off to to a couple different things, movies and other things like that. But like, if people don't want to talk about certain things, it's important for us to respect them. So that's the way I look at it, man. And if he brother, get some rest, man. Get some rest and go Yankees. That's right. For Bellinger, you give up Chaparro. That's Hector's friend steals. Hector's gonna be, I'm not gonna be a friend, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna be a friend no more. So you're gonna get you getting some demerits, man. He might give you some noogie steals, so you know. But I won't tell him. I won't tell him. We don't know yet. We don't know what they're being deployed to do, Sabian and Manaya, and so we don't know. I'm thinking they've been preparing for this coming draft, which is generally their bread and butter. So let's see how they do in the draft. But I would I wouldn't call them that just yet. At least me, At least me. Huh? Oh my god. He might steals. He might. And he's gonna have a scowl every time you act there. What? I think he's gonna have a scowl. The relationship is gonna be different, Steels. It's gonna be different. So I would probably do the same thing for Bellinger, dude. So he'll probably never invite me on either. So Right. But dude, I mean Bellinger from the left hand side, kind of remaking his mechanics in the swing. You can get him hot. You know, Chaparro, it's probably Chaparro and another prospect, right? But again, it's cats do it all the time, Anthony. So, but it doesn't bother me. Cabrera Nez, honestly, I would option him out, let him work on his mechanics in the minors. He's having some difficulty with his swing mechanics, so it's pretty clear too. He looks overmatched far too often. So that's what I would do. And just let Shelly Duncan work his magic. He's doing a great job over there with a lot of other hitters. Let Shelly Duncan work his magic with him in AAA. No, yeah, man. Well, I don't know how far we're gonna get with this roster. I mean, we still have several guys that haven't come here yet, like Rodon and Stanton. Like we have a lot of guys that Canely haven't even contributed yet. So how do you unblock somebody? Just the same button where you block you. There should be once you block them, you'd be able to unblock them. So, but if it's a timeout, that's just a temporary block. That's a temporary one. Yeah, could have been. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised. They haven't given Chaparro a shot yet, Emmanuel. I mean, and he's really good too, man. Really, really good. Yeah. Um, hmm I mean, a lot of our guys, none of our hitters drove in guys. Not only Volpe, but yeah. Udel's ready to zap, man. He's in a zapping mood. I could tell, man. Willie Calhoun has been good. I mean, Cole Calhoun, who they signed a couple weeks ago, solid too. Happy birthday to your grandpa, Dev. K Reed is elite. Uh, yes, yes, indeed. Naz, he's solid, right? Been pretty solid. So happy that he's here, Willie. Does a pretty good job. Pretty good job. You know, he doesn't really strike out that much. And he's one of the few guys that doesn't strike out a ton on this team. So it's another thing I would be working on with this team, plate discipline. So it is. I mean, I'm hoping this is not a decline steals, but it's definitely a rough patch for him. Well, yeah, he's 2 weeks ago. Excuse me. 2 weeks ago, he was hot on fire. So I'm hoping that repeats itself soon. Steals, I really do. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing too. I think people are going to be more leery about giving Bader a contract. I really do. So I appreciate it. Believe me, Anthony. I mean, my wife works in that line of business, so I hear about storms and hurricanes on a regular basis. So thank you. Yeah, Bader needs to stay healthy. So does Stanton. We need these guys to stay freaking healthy, man. So three seasons, he had 367. Yeah, yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yeah, I'm going live after the Dodgers games too, Wink. Yep, it'll be a little bit later, but I'm going to go live. No doubt. No doubt. Especially Friday, so more of a weekend, so people don't have to go to work on Saturday for the most part. So it's easier to do. Easier to do. So most definitely, Wink. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. So anyway, let me wrap this up, gang. I want to thank you all for coming on. Yeah, I think DJ. I mean, I would give DJ a day off a week. He's a little older. I would give him a day off a week. Emmanuel. That's what I honestly I would do that really, really. So, and I would do it all the time. But thank you all for coming on. Yankees didn't win tonight, but they won the series. Okay, tomorrow's another day. If any roster moves happen tomorrow, you will get it. That's my word. You know that already. So, and any other news, you will get it. So, have a great night, everybody. Peace and love to all of you. So much for your support. I appreciate you. You're the best. My love to you guys. Talk to you next time.